Let me sit back a little bit. Let me sit back. Give myself my horrible shot here. Probably not good lighting. It's the first YouTube video. We'll just let it go, okay? We'll let it go. Today, I want to sit in front of this really nice camera I have. Is that bragging? Am I bragging? It doesn't matter. I want to sit in front of this camera to talk about a game series I personally have gotten into immensely. So, the game series, if you apparently are just clicking at random and didn't read a title to the video unless I completely named it something stupid as hell, like, this game series I like. Don't you love the clickbait? This game wasn't just murdered. No, fuck. This game wasn't just killed. It was murdered. This game wasn't just fucked. It was raped. Alright, that was fucked up. So, the game series I'm talking about is Yakuza. I'm looking over here because I want to make sure that it looks good, so sorry, dude. I've got the best production of all time, I'm telling you. Oh, that looks pretty clean, though. I'm not going to lie. This is the one that got me into it. Yakuza 0. It takes place in the 1980s. 1988, I'm reading the back because I'm totally legit here. I totally researched everything. I've made a script to play as this guy right here, Kiryu, but also this guy right here, Majima. This game is great for returning fans because they get to see how it all began. But this game is also great for beginners like me. When I first played this about a year ago, this is good for beginners because you finally get to start anew and figure out if you even like this series. Nowadays, if anybody is looking to get into Yakuza, I would just recommend either the first game. I can't really recommend the PS2 one. I never got to play that, unfortunately. I apologize. I would just recommend this guy right here, which we'll talk about a little later, Kiwami. But to get more onto this game particularly, I recommend this because it's the beginning of the characters. It's the beginning of Kiryu. It's the beginning of Majima. It is so much fun. I mean, I know it's the worst thing to say. What the hell? Kate is sitting here texting me. What? Oh, fuck, it didn't show up. Fucking iPhones. Look at her. Look at her fucking texting me right now. What the hell? Vote? Bitch, where? Back to Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 is definitely a great start. You get, introduced to the characters and where they came from, and it's actually a great introduction to both the main two cities that you tend to frequent in the games. I assume from 3 to 6, you go to these cities. I personally don't know because I didn't get to play 3 to 6 yet. Yes, I know somebody's making a video about how much they love Yakuza, and yet they've only played 3 of the games. Shut the fuck up. I like these. I'm going to play those later. Trust me. Yakuza. Fuck. Where was I going with this? Where was I going with this? Oh my god. Why did I jump into it? Why did I even want to jump into Yakuza? To be honest, it's probably because of a couple videos. Somewhere on this, I'm going to post the Gaming Brit, his video, hopefully. You better post it, you motherfucker. It's going to be over here. Over there? That video got me interested in Yakuza as a series. I said, man, this guy likes a lot of games that I like. And if this is one of the games that he's heavily pushing for, shit, I gotta fucking play it, dude. So I wanted to play it. I didn't have a PS2 at the time. I had a PS3, and 1 and 2 are on the PlayStation 2. 3, 4, and 5 are on the PlayStation 3. 6, which wasn't even out at the time, but 6 is on the PlayStation 4. But nonetheless, at the time, I had a PS3 and a PS4. I did not have a PlayStation 2 anymore. And at the time, also, both of those games were very expensive. So I definitely wasn't going to be jumping in anytime soon because I was a broke guy. No money for me. No money for me. It's not like I'm rich now, but whew, it was rough for me. Nonetheless, I dreamed of playing Yakuza, and then, of course, lo and behold, Yakuza 0 is announced, and it comes out, and everybody's talking about how great this game is and how even beginners it'll be awesome. I think I read it on some forum somewhere. I don't remember which one, but some forum essentially said, hey, If you have never played any of them, start here. You're going to find yourself in love with this series, hopefully. And I played it. It took some time, I will say. It took some time. I think, thankfully, I played Shenmue before, but because of that, I think because of Shenmue, I realized that this is obviously pretty inspired by Shenmue, and you got to take it like that, I guess. If you haven't played Shenmue, don't worry. I think there's a possibility you can still really fall in love with this game. Hopefully. I really hope you can. But nonetheless, Yakuza is Yakuza 0, and the rest of the Yakuza games are, I suppose, I don't really know the words people like to use. I'm going to say a beat-em-up, like a beat-em-up RPG kind of game where you walk around this city, kind of free roam, well, sandbox. I'm not going to say open world. It's obviously not open world, but sandbox in this city. So it's not gigantic, but it's very detailed in Japan. Very, very I'm talking detailed, man. There's so much. You can walk in anywhere and look at the little fucking medicine bottles or little porno DVDs that are just riddled around in every Japanese store for some reason. Everything. There's so much to look at in this game. And for me, personally, I love that. I love being able to just go into a game world, walk around and look at everything and really take it in. And, of course, the games look pretty too. I mean, I'm not a graphics whore, but I do like a game that looks good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've got a really nice PC over there, and it makes games look real good. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, if the game looks good, I'm gonna fall in love with it. All right, you know what I'm saying? You then get to move around the world and do main quests, which is just the main storyline, which is very serious, crime drama kind of thing. If you're into that, I think everybody can kind of enjoy a crime drama once in a while. It's not that I watch a lot of Japanese crime dramas personally, but I do remember watching War with Jason Statham and Jet Li. That's not even close to being a Japanese thing at all. I just wanted to bring up War. Please go watch War. It's a good movie, for real. I'm just waiting for somebody to write in the comments how shitty War is. No, you're fucking horrible, dude. Your opinions suck. But Yakuza is good, though. I hope he at least says that. I am fine with someone leaving a comment saying your opinion on the movie War is shit. I'm basing my opinion on all of your movie opinions, your movie tastes, completely on that one recommendation, and it's shit. But your video game tastes are awesome, dude. Yakuza is one of the greatest games ever. If you leave that long ass comment, dude, you'll get 1 bit from me on Twitch. I swear. Maybe. No, I swear. For real. What makes Yakuza special is that there's all of these side quests to it. There's all kinds of side quests. And these side quests can be pretty serious, or they can be heartwarming, sad, fucking hilarious. Most of them are very funny, and they go way out. I will say, a lot of it is Japanese humor, and if you can't enjoy Japanese humor for some reason at all, you may not enjoy this. For example, there will be a bald damn near naked man just dancing. I think that's a little, I mean, not that it's only exclusive to Japanese, it's just, it's so out there sometimes. I think Japanese humor tends to be kind of out there once in a while, to where I think some people will say, fuck, that's too weird for me, I can't, that's not even funny. I've seen people online say, oh, Yakuza's not funny. It's all opinions, it's all, subjective, of course. I personally think a lot of the side quests are fucking hilarious, and I don't even want to, spoil a single one, because the game is that good. You just need to experience them. I think spoiling the sub-stories, sub-quests, whatever, I think kind of actually hurts the game a bit. Let people discover them themselves. That's all I'm going to say. Let them discover them themselves. The gameplay mainly is going to consist in this game, and all the Yakuza games, is going to consist of walking around, talking to people, watching the stories, and just beating the shit out of people with the combat. The combat is awesome. I personally think it can be a little brain dead depending on the difficulty, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Brain dead in the sense that it's just kind of a masher. You're just pressing buttons, you're beating people up. For me, I kind of like that once in a while. I like playing a game where I don't have to constantly think about everything. And I know I can already hear people fucking talking about how much of a casual or a fucking loser I am. Dude, you fucking button mash? What the fuck, dude? You're a fucking piece of shit, man. Fuck you. You fucking suck, dude. You are ass at this in gaming. You are ass. Okay? 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 You're garbage. No, but for real, I can play games that take a lot of skill and everything like that. I'll be absolute trash at it, but I can play them. And I can enjoy them. But it's also very, very fun once in a while to just play a game where you can kind of press buttons, you know, do what you got to do, just kind of mindless beat the shit out of stuff. And that's what I like about Yakuza. And I had a lot of fun doing that. You know, all the boss fights, the music, oh god, the music in Zero is so good. The music in these at least these 3 Yakuza games I've played is so good. Oh my god, the music is so legendary. Holy shit, I fucking love the music in that. Oh my god. Ah, man, the music's so cool. I think the best thing, though, as I think I've stated earlier, but the best thing I like about Yakuza is just walking around the city and taking in all the people talking and everything like that. A lot of the games I've always enjoyed playing, or I always reminisce on, are games where I got to walk around a lot. I mean, Assassin's Creed, for example. Is Assassin's Creed pretty boring, to say the least? Yeah, it's a pretty boring game. There's not a lot of great gameplay. I like walking around and taking in the world. You will never ever take away the memories of playing Assassin's Creed 2 in Venice. Well, not actually in Venice, but playing in the game in Venice. I wish I was in Venice playing Assassin's Creed 2. That would be fucking awesome. Can you set that up? Can you get some tickets for that, please? I would really like to go to Venice. Seriously. If anybody is watching this right now who lives in Venice, can you do that for me? Can you know, I could stay at your place for a while. I'll record more shitty videos like this. Right, at your house. That'd be cool, right? We could play Assassin's Creed 2. I also like Assassin's Creed Unity. All my cred just went down the fucking toilet. I like walking around the world. I like taking everything in. And I enjoyed the story in this game, even though I will admit the story can be a little convoluted. But I enjoyed the experience as a whole. That I said, man, I've got to play another Yakuza. And thankfully, Kiwami is a remake of the first game from the PlayStation 2. And just to stop real quick, I love the fact that this comes in a steelbook. This was, I believe, $30. I could be wrong. You can get this game, I think, for $20 now. By the way, you can get, just to go back a bit, you can get Zero for $20. This is, I believe, a PlayStation hit. So this is $20 brand new. I'm almost certain you can go to any GameStop, Walmart, wherever, if a Walmart still has it, but at least a GameStop or eBay or anything, and get this very, very, very cheap. This is not an expensive game. If you're really like gaming on a budget too, I highly recommend picking these up. That's $40 and you already have 2 full games that you can sink a lot of time into if you want to complete everything. But Yakuza Kiwami, as I said, is a remake of the first game with the engine from Zero. So you have everything from Zero essentially, like the combat and everything. And it's just, I mean, it's the first game. It's the first game, and I do know there are changes. I will say, I know there's going to be some guy who may say, well, there are changes, by the way. You got to let them know there are changes technically from the original experience. So you could go and play the first game, and they are technically different. The story is about the same to my knowledge, but there are some changes. For example, Majima really didn't have a gigantic role in the first game, but because of his popularity, I suppose, he gained a much larger role in number 1, where you have to, which I think is fun. I've seen some complaints from it. I personally think it's awesome. It's called Majima Everywhere, where you're walking around the town and Majima will show up in any creative way. And I'm not going to spoil them at all. Again, I don't want to spoil them, but all I can say is that the way he shows up is hilarious every time, and the more you fight him, the stronger he gets and the stronger you get. You unlock more moves to a certain fight style, and he constantly gains more health and starts to become more aggressive and whatnot. It's awesome. Yakuza Kiwami is essentially more of Zero. As I said, it is just as fun. The same. It's a bunch of funny ass sub stories. The story is very interesting. In fact, I would say the story is actually better in Kiwami than in Zero, personally. Although I will say with Zero, there are more stakes at hand because more people tend to die. I did enjoy Kiwami. I love the heart it had and the heart it has. It's not like it just all of a sudden became shitty. Whatever. I love the heart that it has, and I really, really, really enjoyed everything about it. Now, the big reason why I wanted to make this video too, not just because I like these, I would have made a video about these two no matter what, but this just came out, Kiwami 2. Let me move my stinky hand out of the way there. Yakuza Kiwami 2. And this game has blown my mind. This is a little more expensive since it just came out. Obviously, it's about $50. It does come in a steelbook case again, which is fucking sick. It's $50, so it is a little more. It probably will go down if you just wait. Yakuzas tend to go down because they don't sell a whole hell of a lot in the United States, unfortunately. Remember, because of those sales, side story, Sega planned on not even ever releasing these ever again in the United States. That's how bad the sales were. But Zero pulled this game out of the grave in the West, and thank God for that. Kiwami 2, what makes this game special is, I didn't even know this actually until recently, Yakuza 0 and Kiwami were made for the PlayStation 3. I believe you can get 0 in America on the PS3 still, but also PS4. I don't think you can for Kiwami. I think it was only released on PS4 in the West. I could be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comments. I would love to know. And also for the people who would love to know too, I think it's cool to let them know. Because there's still technically some people who don't have PlayStation 4s. They may have a PS3. Hey man, if you got a PS3 and you want to play this game, absolutely. Find a way to play it, dude. They're still awesome. These were still, both of the Yakuza Kiwami and Zero are actually in the PlayStation 3 engine that they've been using for quite a long time. It's just modified, obviously, for PlayStation 4 as I've played. And also on PC, by the way. Zero's on PC. Kiwami isn't yet, but I believe it's going to come out sooner or later, depending on the sales of how Zero's doing. This one is in the Yakuza 6 engine, which is, I believe, called the Dragon engine. And my God, it is so impressive. Holy shit. You get to walk around. You just get to walk into buildings. You just walk into buildings like it's nothing. You walk around, the combat's about it. It looks gorgeous. I'm just going to be lost for words at how much different it is. The only way I can really truly explain it is you play these and then go over to Kiwami 2, and then you'll be, holy shit. The engine's so good, in my opinion. The engine's so good that it's going to be a little hard to go to play 3, 4, and 5, because I do know that they are planning on making an HD remake. They're not them all in the Drag engine. That's far too much work. They are just going to do an HD re-release of 3, 4, and 5 on the PS4. Hopefully the PC. I keep saying that because it's just more people to play. More people to play, more ways to play, and more people that can just enjoy Yakuza. I'm not crazy far into Kiwami 2 yet. I have about, I think, 6 hours in, and it is awesome. I love it. Yakuza 2, from what I hear from a lot of the fans, is considered the best one. So it's awesome to play that. If you really want to just jump into 2, if you're like, I really don't feel like playing that, it is technically possible. The game does explain what happens in Kiwami 1. It doesn't explain 0, but it does explain Kiwami 1 if you are just looking to jump into that. That's fine. Hey, man, all I'm making this video for is just to recommend this game to you guys. Please, please check this out. Borrow it from a friend. Rent it from a rental game store if they even exist near you. I have one down the street for me, but hey, if there's one near you, please go and rent it. Go and rent it. Go buy it if you can. Like I said, these games are not expensive, other than the new one we're talking about, but they're not expensive. They're not expensive games. Please, please get it. I just want to open a discussion of Yakuza and kind of put it out there. This isn't the most godlike video made. You know, it's not something that's so perfectly put together, but I just want to talk about it. And I think what I'm going to do is at least play a bit of Yakuza 6 to kind of give a better idea of what it's like, just to kind of show you this, you know, this is what it looks like, this is how it plays and everything like that. I guess I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to show you that. I have many different ways of doing it. We're just going to, I think, just jump cut to whatever the hell I do to show you how it looks. It's going to be real hard to do anything other than throwing the mic down. I'm only really doing this with one hand. But one nice thing about this game, as you can see, this one's Kiwami 2, is how goddamn gorgeous it looks. This game is amazing. And this isn't anything, really. This is really nothing right now, because when we get out to the city, it's something totally different. I'm probably going to be a big wuss and run away from everything. That, or I'm going to put my mic down when I beat some ass and just kind of show that real quick, how funny it looks. It looks pretty funny because they use a lot of ragdoll physics, which is the first for this kind of engine, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of hard to play a game that you're looking directly in front of with a bunch of fucking lights all over your fucking face. I'm gonna go fucking blind with these lights looking directly this way. Ugh. Fuck. Oh well. Oh well, gotta do it for the video, bro. Gotta do it for the video, okay? Understand me? It's all for the video. This game is super, super, super detailed. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're just bumping into people. This is just some standard ass, like, you know what? Let's go down a flashier path. This is not that flashy, to be honest. It's just kind of, you know, whatever. So this is kind of the perfect example of oh god, these guys really are still chasing me. Oh man, I gotta beat some more ass. Are you kidding me?
What was that?
Oh shit. So look, I didn't even know I could go in here. This is what's kind of cool about this new engine, is that you can kind of just walk in anywhere. So first you can just walk outside and look at just the display as if you're actually kind of there. I know it sounds so cheesy, but for real, it's really cool. You know, you could just walk there and look around. Just walk in. Hey man, what's up? He's sick. That's why he's wearing that mask. They even put like the sauces and stuff there. That's crazy. Like, you don't even have to do that. Oh wow, there's like pastries. We're gonna eat here because I need food. We're gonna get some egg and tempura. These look so good. I would destroy this. Curry and rice. One of my favorite things to do in this game is just kind of take the city in itself. And I just wanted to, you know, show this briefly to kind of give you a quick idea, not a super in-depth idea. To me, I prefer to just show just a little bit, so that you can get an understanding and see if see if it's enjoyable to you, see if that's something you want to jump into. We're gonna walk right over here to a very famous store, the Don Quixote store. Move, bitch. It's just this big store, kind of like a, I don't know. It's just got a little bit of everything in this kind of store. You can walk right to the front here and then look right there, and it's just got like, I don't even know what those are. Coasters? I think it says it. It just says Japanese magnet. Oh, it's a magnet. So I think this is also kind of a thing that tourists would go to, if, you know, they would go to this and buy stuff. What's cool about this store in particular, they kind of let you walk around a little more than most. You just walk around and look at everything. I know this is so weird, but to me this is what encapsulates my fun with Yakuza, just walking around and just taking in the world. And of course the rest of it, you know, playing the game, beating people's asses and all that. That's always a lot of fun. But taking in the world is something really, truly amazing. I don't want to show any story. There is definitely story and quest. I don't want to show any of it because to me, I think that experience is specifically for you. But I'm just showing the amount of detail. This is something I think that is pretty unique to the Yakuza series of the amount of detail that the developers and the artists and whatnot kind of put into it. And if this alone interests you at least enough to try it out, please give it a go. Any of these, and I'm serious, any of them. Whichever one you can get your hands on, preferably the three I've just recommended, Zero and or Kiwami specifically. Hell, if you want to play them all, please support them all. Buy them, please. I can understand if you have no other way, you know, at least borrow it from a friend. Like it's funny to think that at one point Sega was going to just stop, not the series altogether, but stop in the West. I think this is a very unique Japanese game that a lot of people should experience at least once. Give it a go, you know. I've definitely played a lot of anime type games that have tried to do something like this. I believe there's like some fucking vampire one where you strip Club Akira Strip or something where you fucking beat up women and strip them. I don't know. You don't do that in this game. You never beat up women, so. Oh, what the hell? Is that a maid outfit right there? Like sexy costume. Ooh, a nurse? Oh, shit. Wow. Nonetheless, I think this is exactly what makes Yakuza so amazing. It's just the weird stuff. I think there was actually an article recently that basically said that Sega realized that the main reason why people like Yakuza is because of how Japanese it is. And that's exactly what it is. It's funny to think that the series started off as something they tried to westernize with English voice actors back in the PS2 age, and they were afraid of even, you know, letting it go, and then just taking those shackles off and realizing, screw it, you know what? People like us because they're just them. They're not trying to appeal to anything else. They're exactly what they are. And if that appeals to you at all, please try it out. If you have already played Yakuza and you're just coming here to either make fun of me because of how crap I am from the small combat you've seen, although I will admit I was a little hampered the way I was playing it. Actually, no, I wasn't. I put it down. I'm just a scrub. If you're here to make fun of me or whatever, or at least talk about Yakuza, please, hey, let me know some stuff I may not know, or just kind of push it out there. I really, really, really genuinely want people to enjoy this game. And I'll take critiques, I guess, on my video itself. It's the first kind of video doing something like this. Let me know if you like it. If you want me to, you know, keep doing something like this. Let me know if there's anything you would recommend that I do. You know, oh, do this, do that. You know, maybe you should, I don't know. I obviously I need, you know, I'm taking any recommendations. Other than that, the usual comment, subscribe, like, dislike, report. Please report, guys. Please report. Let YouTube know that I don't deserve to be on their platform. Let's go.